Okay, so welcome to my Friday flexes. It's Friday evening, afternoon, about 5 o'clock or just after, and we are going to stretch out and relax. So some of you may still have been on your Easter break, so might not have been at the computer so much this week, but still it's Friday afternoon, and let's just release some tension from our neck. So big breath in, inhale through your nose, and exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose, and exhale, sigh it out. Okay, all right, let's just do some neck rolls. So just start very gently, as if your head is a ball on a socket at the top of your spine, and just start rolling it around very, very gently. See if it's making lots of noise. If I've been sitting for a long time and I do this, I feel here all kinds of internal pops and crackles. Okay, once you've gone one way, then just gently do it the other way. So just to get a bit of mobility and stretching into all of those side neck muscles. So just be really, really gentle with it. Okay, come back up to neutral. And we're going to do a sort of like a U shape neck roll. So head goes all the way down and then up to the side, sort of keeping your chin close to your collarbones, down the front, up to the side, down we go, roll it along the front and up and down we go, roll it out. Just go in your own, at your own pace, just go a little bit deeper if it feels good for you. Remember, everybody's body is different, so don't push into pain, just make it a nice stretch. Okay, and then back to neutral. So we're just going to do some side neck stretches. So arm out to the side, press through the palm of the hand, and then tilt the head the other way. Leave it there. Feel that stretch all the way from the bottom of your forearm, up your bicep. I feel it in my bicep, all the way up here and up the side of my neck. It's quite an intense stretch. So inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And gently come up, release, give it a shake out any tension, and then over to the other side. So just hold out that hand. What's going on with my camera? Yeah, so really you can, just doing this, I think you can feel that stretch. And if you think about our forearms, they're like this a lot of the time, aren't they? So they also need that stretch. So once you're ready, then tilt your head the other way. Such a delicious stretch, I think, for me. I hope it is for you too. I really feel it down here, down my, I think it's the trapezius muscle there, all the way down and underneath to the bottom of my wrist. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Bring that head up gently, shake it out, and then we're going to do the 45-degree angle one. So turn 45 degrees, keeping your chest and shoulders straight on, and then raise your hand to the back of your head, the crown. Let your fingers touch lightly on that crown of the head, and then exhale and tilt that head forward. So you're sort of on a 45-degree angle, and it should be stretching out a different part of your neck muscle. If you want to intensify that stretch, take that other hand out and just reach down with it, sort of creating more space between your shoulder and your ears. So it's almost like stretching out that muscle even more. Inhaling, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, release the hand from your head, bring it up, turn it to the other way, so 45-degree angles the other way. Raise those fingertips lightly to the crown of your head, and then exhale, tilt that head forward. If it helps you, you can apply a bit of gentle pressure with those fingers to the crown of your head. But again, just go easy. Don't hurt yourself. And if you want more of a stretch, stretch out that back, that other hand down to the ground, creating more distance between your shoulder and your ear. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful. Release, up you come. Make any shoulder movement that you need to, just to get a bit of mobility in there. Some nice shoulder rolls out. So circle those arms. You want this motion, opening up that chest, uncurling it from being hunched forward all the time. And then bring the hands behind the head. So here, just make sure that your head is back in your hands rather than being pushed forward by your hands. So you don't want to like jump forward like that. Just make sure that you're nice and straight up. So inhale, find as much height as you can, and then open up the elbows to the back. So this is a seated cat-cow. Exhale, curl the back forward, hunch over, and see if you can get those elbow points to touch. Inhale, go as high as you can, and then as wide as you can. And if it feels good for you, you can sort of curl your back backwards. And then exhale, it's the opposite. Everything comes forward and around into a nice little tight ball. Inhale, up we come and back. Open out that chest as far as it will go. And exhale, forward. Elbows trying to touch each other. And here, just rock back and forward to see if you can iron out and loosen any kinks that you might have in your upper spine. Just rock back and forward, keep those elbows trying to touch each other to broaden between the shoulder blades. Couple more breaths here, and then roll up very gently. All right, so here, put your feet a hip distance apart or wider, just to anchor you, because we're going to go over to the side. So inhale, find some height, nice straight spine, and exhale, bend over to the side. See if you can get your elbows in a straight line, a vertical line. There we go, really stretching out from the hip all the way up the ribs, all the way underneath your armpits, all the way up to your elbow. Inhale, come up. We're going to go over to the other side. Now you see why I use my feet to anchor. Okay, all the way over we go. We're going to do that 2 more times on each side. And up we come. All right, inhale up, exhale over. And here, just take a glance with your eye line up to the ceiling, just to make sure you're opening up that chest as much as possible rather than hunching forward. Up we come, over to the other side. Already feels good to stretch out the opposite way to you normally are hunched over. And one more time on either side. So up, find that height in your spine, and then over. So sort of, vertical, perpendicular, and then up. One more time to the other side, really stretch it back and up, and then over, opening up that chest, really feeling that stretch in your armpit as well, and down between each rib will help you breathe deeper as well. Okay, and up. And now stretch out those arms. Bring the elbows, cross over the elbows. We're going to do eagle arms. So bring up that bottom arm into a vertical position, and then the top arm. Now here, if this is enough of a stretch, I already feel a stretch between my shoulder blades, but I'm going to go further. So wrap your hands around, lock your hands together. It's not a terribly elegant pose all the time, but if this feels good, I already feel a nice stretch. But I'm going to go even further without holding without hunching up my shoulders. I'm just simply going to raise my elbows and push my hands away from my face for the ultimate stretch. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Bliss. All right, release, shake it out. We're going to do that on the other side. So whichever way you did last time, cross them over the other way. Bring that bottom hand up and the top hand up. And mine are very uneven. This hand is much higher on this side than it is than the other one is on the other side. But just wangle your palms round to grip. And again, if this is enough of a stretch for you, just hang out here. I already feel a stretch, but if you really want to go more, just raise those elbows and push those hands away from your face. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and release. Okay, so now we're going to turn, I'm just going to turn my chair. I've got this new chair which has a slight rock to it, so it's a bit unusual. It's supposed to be good for your back. Anyway, so clasp your hands behind your back. If they don't reach, just grab onto like a jumper or something like this, and you can just grab onto both sides of the, the sleeve or something, and bring your palms down like that. So let me just adjust this, right? Okay, so hands down, bring them all the way down to your bottom as far as you can, and you'll see that automatically opens up your chest and raises your bosom to the sky. So this is a real sort of chest opener. Now, if that feels good for you and that feels tough for you, then hang out here. If you want more, just raise your hands away from your bottom. And for the most, I like to hook them over the back of my chair. Oops, this chair's got very narrow bit at the top, and then just simply lean forward. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and then release and shake it out again. All right, brilliant. Right, let's do some chair twists to really stretch and strengthen the spine and release some tension from the back. So just sitting with your feet on the floor, hip distance apart, sit nice and straight in your chair, find your middle line, and then get your hand and clamp it onto your desk or your table or wherever you're sitting in front of you, ideally somewhere that's not going to move. All right, so you're using that to clamp on. Inhale, the other arm goes up and over and then reaches either the back of the chair or the side of the chair, any which way that you would like to hold on to, where it feels comfortable. So inhale, find that height, sit up straight, and then exhale, twist round to the back. So the knees and the hips are still pretty much facing the front of the table, and everything else is twisting. So you're twisting from your torso, from your waist upwards. Inhale, find height, exhale, twist. Inhale, find height, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. And release. Okay, so we're going to do the other side. So find your middle line, get your hand, clamp it onto the table. Inhale, use this inhale to open up that chest, grab onto your chair, Hold on for a grip. It can help you twist a bit deeper. Inhale, find that height. Exhale, twist. Inhale. The higher you go, the longer in your spine, the easier it is to twist. So inhale is always to lengthen, and exhale is to twist. Just one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. And release. Okay, so let's put a bit of a hip stretch and a glute stretch in there. So bring your foot up, your ankle up onto your, what am I so talking about? Your knee. There we are. So your feet are, your legs are in a kind of figure of 4 position. There we go. Yes, like that. So there we go. My legs are in a figure of 4. Take the opposite hand and place it on the outside of that knee. Inhale, the arm goes up and over. Yeah. And then on the next inhale, again, height. And then exhale, twist. Use that hand against that knee. Inhale and exhale, twist. Inhale and exhale, twist. One more while we're here. Inhale, even if it's a millimeter or 2, and exhale, twist just a millimeter or 2 more. And release. I'm hoping that you can feel a nice stretch down this bit too. I certainly can. Okay, so switch over to the other side. So excuse my hiker's socks. On your knee the other way. And I think you can just sit here during the day doing your work just now and again, just to stretch everything out. But see what you think. So the other hand on the outside of that knee. Inhale, the arm goes up and over. Oh, that just feels good to me just doing that. On the next inhale, sit up straight as if you're being pulled by a thread through the crown of your head. And then exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. Inhale up. Exhale, twist. One more while we're here. Inhale up a millimeter. Exhale, twist a millimeter. And release. Just that one's brilliant just for stretching and strengthening those like the deep muscles on either side of your spine. All right, so the third twist is crossing your legs and putting your hands in prayer position. So that's my top knee. I'm going to take the opposite elbow, and when we twist, I'm going to hook it over like that. So if you're doing it this way, I mean, it's still a twist, but it's really, you want to be going in the opposite, think like a corkscrew. So inhale up, exhale, twist and hook. And then when you just take a little bit of time to get into this position, see if you can twist so that your thumbs are in the center of your sternum. So nestling in between, if you've got boobs, in between your boobs. All right, so inhale, lengthen that spine, even though you're on a diagonal, and exhale, push with that elbow against the top knee to help you twist deeper. Inhale, up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. Inhale up, exhale, twist. And one more. Inhale up and exhale, twist. And release. So keep your hands in prayer position if you like as you switch over your legs to reset on the other side. So inhale, find that height, and then exhale, twist and hook, and then reset for a minute. See if you can get those thumbs into the center of your sternum, in between your chest, in the middle of your chest. So inhale, lengthen that spine. Exhale, push that elbow against the knee to twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. And one more. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist and release. Okay, so just before we move on, just let's do a couple of little wrist stretches. So hands out towards me, cross them, so flip them over and interlace them. And then on an inhale, you're going to pull one wrist towards you, not wrist, fingers towards you, stretching out the top of that wrist. And I also find that stretches out that forearm as well. So just let it really, really sort of like stretch out a little bit. And then back to the center and then pull the other way. You can really feel the stretch in that forearm there. So don't forget your breathing, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling and exhaling. Okay, and then here, so just loosen your interlace, move along one finger and interlace them again. It will feel very, very strange. So basically you're interlacing your fingers the way that is not natural to you. So from here, pull towards you again and see whether that stretches any other bits, whether that's different from the first time. It should be slightly different. This one now feels to me more of a forearm stretch. Okay, and back to the middle. And then over to the other side. There you go, stretch it out. Stretch it out. Okay, beautiful. And then we're going to stand up and we're just going to do a few rounds of that sort of miracle all over body stretch. So we're going to do 3 rounds to loosen you up before the weekend. Right, so stand up. Okay, hopefully you can. That's the only thing with cameras these days is that you can't do it. What is going on with that? I'm just going to change my. All right, so hips, feet hip distance apart. I'm going to go sideways. No, no. Inhale, arms go overhead. And by the way, interlace your fingers and push them away from you. So exhale, stretch over to the side. Inhale, back up to center. And exhale, over to the side. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, the hands come down, flip the palms so that they face you. Imagine you're holding on to a big tree trunk. So keeping your hips facing to the front, you're going to inhale, find some height, and then exhale, turn your torso round to the back. Inhale, back to center, and exhale, back over to the side. Inhale, back to the center, and then as if you were going to pass your hands through your body to the back, clasp your hands behind you or grab onto that jumper. Really stretch your hands down, so opening up that chest, and the chest sort of rises to the sky. And here, raise your hands away from your bottom. And if you want more here, then simply bend the knees, fold from the hips, and let those hands go over your head to hang down. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Release the hands and let them hang down like a zombie in ragdoll. Grab on to your opposite elbows, let your head and neck go. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Release those hands and then roll up vertebra by vertebra, leaving the shoulders and neck to the last minute, and then up. Big exaggerated shoulder roll, and we're going to do that again. So interlace the palms, inhale,
Hands overhead, stretch it up. Exhale over to the side. This time, push out your opposite hip. Inhale, up you come. Exhale over to the other side. Push your hip out. Inhale, up. Exhale, flip those palms and into like you're cuddling a big tree. Exhale, twist to the back. Now pull with the back hand. Pull the front hand with the back hand. And then back. Other way. Twist and pull. And back. And as if by magic, our hands go through our body and we find them clasped at the back. Pull them all the way down. So opening up those shoulders, raising that chest, lifting those hands away from your bottom, and then bend the knees and flip over. Letting those hands hang heavy behind your head. Couple of breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. And then release the hands, roll them down your thighs, let them hang down like little zombie arms. Hold onto your elbows, sway from side to side in ragdoll, let your neck go. And then release the hands and roll up, vertebra by vertebra, slowly, slowly, until you get to the top. Exaggerated roll, shoulder roll, and then the last time. So really max it out as much as it feels good to your body. So interlace the palms. Inhale, up and away, as high as you can take it. Stretch it all out. Exhale, over to the side. Really stretch out. Inhale, up. Exhale, over. Side body stretch. Inhale, up. Exhale, flip the palms. Actually, here, let's just curl over. Inhale, up. Exhale to the back. See how far you can go. Inhale to the forward. Exhale to the back. Inhale, forward. Pass your hands through your body, clasp them at the back. Pull them down, chest open. Bend your knees. And then flip over. Hang down. Couple of breaths here. Your torso can actually just rest on your thighs. Keep your legs, your knees bent, and your torso can actually just rest on those thighs. Release those hands all the way down. Hang down and ragdoll, holding on to your elbows with the opposite hands. Shake your head yes, nod your head no. Release those hands and then roll up vertebra by vertebra, seeing if there's any other kinks and knots in your spine that need a little bit more attention. All the way up to the top. Big shoulder rolls backwards. Shine your palms to the front. Pulse your thumbs to the back of the room to really notice how much just that simple movement opens up your chest. Lock in that position. Hands together. And I bid you namaste. Have a wonderful Friday evening, my Friday flexes. And I will see you here again next week. Have a wonderful weekend and take care. Bye.